Belarus President Alexander Lukashenko stunned NBC Correspondent Elizabeth Palmer with his answer about possible use of nuclear weapon by Russian President Vladimir Putin. The question was, Putin's condition is what worries the West today. What do you think? What is the probability that he will use nuclear weapons in Ukraine? Mr. Lukashenko answered, most importantly, do not drive your interlocutor and even your opponent into a corner. Therefore, there is no need to cross those lines, as the Russian says, red lines. You can't cross them. As for nuclear weapons, any weapon is created for something. There are weapons. It is clear that they are created for use. Russia has made its position clear. God forbid there will be an attack on the territory of the Russian Federation, in which case Russia can, if necessary, use all types of weapons. As for the subject of your question, the Russian leadership has never, including President Putin, set itself the goal of using nuclear weapons in Ukraine. There is no such need. A few days ago, when Russia launched precision-guided strikes on Ukraine in retaliation for actions against the Crimean Bridge, you noticed that this is a force, and a very decent one. But that's not all. Russia possesses, I know for sure, the most modern types of weapons, and there is no need for nuclear weapons. Russia will cope without nuclear weapons. But the question arises, who benefits from exaggerating this topic and why it is necessary? Not thousands, but hundreds of thousands of people will die. From Ukraine, including some leaders of nuclear states, have already begun to speak on the topic of nuclear weapons. In my opinion, in the UK, more than once, Macron began to cling to this topic. In no case you can even talk about this topic. This is the end of the planet if only one state uses nuclear weapons, because this will cause a chain reaction. In Russia, I emphasize this very well, and no one, I emphasize once again, I know this for sure. No one raises the question in this way and does not set as their goal the use of nuclear weapons. We need to look for ways to peacefully resolve this conflict. This is beneficial for everyone, including the United States. You know the main initiator who is betting on the use of nuclear weapons. Can you guess who? I will tell you. Poland. It provokes you, the USA, to some gestures in terms of nuclear weapons. Don't fall for this trick. You are a large technological country. No need to dance to the tune of crazed politicians. Have nuclear weapons? Let it be in warehouses where it is. Because if only nuclear weapons move, let's say the Poland, a chain reaction. On the other hand, reciprocal steps will follow. So you don't have to go for it. We need to calm down and sit down at the negotiating table. In another question, Alexander Lukashenko answered, 50 states are now at war with Russia on the territory of Ukraine. But you don't win either. Therefore, we must look for a way out of this situation. And I must tell you that, unlike the West, President Putin has offered options several times. Thanks for watching the video.